And once you got your workbench ready, then go to REST Explorer. Then go to REST Explorer. You have a get, post, put. First, we'll see what is get. Get means if you want to retrieve some information of your Salesforce instance. If you want to retrieve some information of your Salesforce instance. Now, services underscore slash data is my URL. I'm executing it. You got all the details of your organization, objects and all. Let's say these are the URLs. First, what I need, I'm planning to retrieve my objects. I'm planning to retrieve my objects. Let's say I got a URL called services slash data underscore v1 s objects. This is my URL. Now I'm going back and just update my URL to this one. Execute. Now you got your S objects. How many objects you got? 200 objects you got. In that I want my account object. Are you guys following? I didn't done anything. The first I came, I explored, I executed. Slash services slash data slash v44 dot 0. This is my URL. The time I executed this, it got some information about my environment. What is that information? Tooling API, metadata, and all this. And I'm getting S objects. I wanted to access my Salesforce objects. Then it is saying that slash S objects. Slash S objects is a URL. Now, whenever I click an S object, it retrieves all my available S objects. Like now I wanted to work with an account. I'm going with an account. And now you have a URLs here. You have a URLs. You can see S object slash account. It is saying about layouts, quick actions, describe, list views, and everything. Row template. Let's say I'm using account S object. Account. Now I got my recent items, like these are the reader. If I go to my accounts, you can see. Are you able to see only those details like Edge Communication, Vasvi, ASD, Sublocation, Lakshmi Deepak batch, right? Till present. These are the recent accounts that you are opening whenever you selected a tab. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Now even if you see, if I say account, it means that I just selected an account through API. It is open, so those records which is open in the recent tabs, right?
Okay.
But I wanted to access only one record. Now, if I want to access only one record, I need to know my ID. If I have my ID, I can able to access only one record. Now let's see, execute. It will accept only that record. You can see entire record has been called out. All rows with all details, record details. This is account details, account ID, master record null, name, edge communication, type customer direct. Now you can see if I open this one, you can see customer direct. All this information has been retrieved automatically. Yes or no? Billing address. Guys, what is this URL? This is whatever the API call that you need to do. This is mandatory. Services data slash v44 till here version, everything is mandatory. If I want to work with a Salesforce object, then you need to refer S objects and then object name. If you want to retrieve a row, everything, then you need to mention your record ID. Then you need to mention your record ID. Clear? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, let's say, why did so much about this one? I don't want to do. Now, I wanted to create a record. Now, I wanted to create a record. The new record says that created from API. So, if I want to create my account, what and all is mandatory here? Primary email, so many is mandatory. And now I need to modify something. Let's say edit layout. Primary email. Required. Okay. Sorry, I need to disable it. I mean, disable in the sense you can able to do insert by passing all these details, but I don't want to take that much risk here. Setup, account, validation rules, No rules. Okay. Triggers inactive. Okay. Now if I want to create a new account, now which field is mandatory here? Only account name, right? You need to select a post method. You need to select a post method, and you need to select which object. Which object? S objects slash account slash account. And whatever the data, because this is a post method, you need to send a body inside JSON. Open braces, flower braces, open braces, flower braces, within double quotes, name, colon, REST API account. I'm saying comma. If we want to pass another field, again phone, colon, now click on execute. Now record is successful. It got created. Now you can see there is a record which is created from REST API. There is a record which is created from REST API. If the record is successfully created, then you are getting true. Let's say I'm not giving my ID. I'm not giving my ID. I'm trying to execute. Now, account name is mandatory or not in account object? Account name is mandatory, right? But I'm not passing my account. Now what happened? Now you can see. Required field is missing. This is an error. Fields. Name. Required field is missing. Required fields are missing. Name. So you are getting an error message out. This is a UI readable. What about this one? This is called raw data. This is how you will get your JSON file. This is how you will get your JSON file. Let's not worry about JSON file now. We'll talk about later. This is clear, right? How to set and how to do this. The one we are doing is creating a record. How to update a record then? How to update a record? How to update a record? You have an ID. You have an ID. Then post method only. Instead of this one, you need to say phone. I'm saying double quote rating equal colon hot. Now you have a rating field here, no, right? See, rating is not selected, but I'm trying to update the same account record from a REST API URL using ID. How I'm using subject slash account slash the record ID and then execute it. Method not allowed. Sorry. Push the execute. Why this is post method?
Rating spelling wrong.
No. This is fine. Rating is fine, but why it is not allowed? Method is not allowed. Put is not allowed. Allowed head get patch delete. If I use patch, then the problem. Post patch. Execute. Invalid field. Okay, now it got. It should not patch. It should be patch. We are updating, right? Updating should be go with a patch. Rating spelling, please. RATING. RATING. Yes, correct. Execute. It should be patch. We are patching. What happened? There should be no content. Now it got updated. It got updated, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So post in the sense, if you want to send information first time, or put is to update record in a particular using external ID. Patch, you can send information through a record IDs. Delete, you can delete. And head, you can pass the information, the raw information of the data. But don't worry, what is get? Get used to get an information from an object. Now, if I say get, it will retrieve information from an object. Let's say I don't want to worry about this one. Now, what I need to do, I need to query my information. Let's say if I want to query my data, I can say query slash q equal to select id comma name from account. I'm querying my data by slashing version slash query and then query equal to my query statement. Now how many records I got? Totally 22 records I got. Totally 22 records I got. These are the accounts I have in my Salesforce. These are the accounts, batch, present Salesforce, sub locations, and all these are records which is available in my Salesforce instance. Okay, now what we did it for the first time. What we did, anyone narrate me? So how the URL will be started? How you will get to know the URLs?
Yes, subjects
Okay, no.
and URLs.
Let's not worry. You don't want to remember so many things here. All you need to remove first. Till you need to remember this one. Services slash data slash version 44. Once you are here, click execute it. Click on execute without worry. And then search for what you needed. You need tooling API, metadata or folders or pre-chart forms, analytics, search and limits and everything. If you need a limits of Salesforce, you can click directly limits. You'll get limits. Concurrency synchronization limits remaining maximum. Single email messages, we have maximum 15 per day. So all limits will be available. If you need only objects, then you need to, let's say this is not my information. Go back. You don't want to buy out anything, but you should know how to utilize the resources. Now I need to use S objects. That's what I need to do. Click on S objects. Now you got your S objects. On which object you need to work? You need to work with accounts, then go to accounts and search for URLs. You need a row template, then you need to pass ID. That's what he is talking about. You need a approval layouts, default view layout, record type ID. Let's say default view. Here you need to pass record type. Generally, we don't have a record type currently. Let's say accounts. S objects, execute. S objects and then accounts. I mean, whatever objects you can choose it. And then if you need a layout, then describe layouts. Quick actions, you can describe quick actions. Let's say I need a list views. How many list views we have? New this week, platform and gold SLA. Now you can see these are the list views. List views in the sense this one. Platform and gold SLA customers recently viewed, new last week, my accounts and all accounts. You are seeing those list views here, new this week, new last week, platform and gold recently viewed, all accounts and my accounts. Yes or no? If I need only my accounts, you have URL for my accounts. You need a describe URL, you have URL. So everything you don't want to by heart anything, but you should know how to navigate it. How to navigate it. Can we able to do? I mean, can we understand, right? How to navigate? Guys, you there?
Yes, Deepak.
You understand how to navigate?